fafa no esika na anye adwuma mrakwan so say the enwama de bono kobo aban wi a ye wi adwuma emra no ma yitumi say ye di makron ba ko say ono mbra be yi ne ho ano anani eti sa se ne mbra ne tie sisi na sa na tie did se ye pesi wu se pia etimi ede obi a wanfa sika na mfa mrakwan so no fa mrakwan so a just yes sambra no emma pia sa etumi ansan ye tumi edi sa adwuma dem pese ye be press etumi na maye pia no eye omanfo dia eye oman na dia into some man for any GP can you send it TSC no dia and you need this here but so we need no now one person who piaka e wo tumi a e di tumi e adwuma dia oman for enkasa mu say aban for tumi ni bi ka piaka ma won tumi enya bi mfanye wo adwuma ase obi amfa fa music no e ni adwuma mra kwan so a obetumi decide pakron afa mra kwan so but say say ne mra ne tie ne dia sa ne tie ntino omanfo a piak gina ho ma won a ye nyina no yen kase piak ben ye pe piaka se ohu ade a ontumi enye huduma ana ye pe piaka se ohu ade bone a obetumi edi nipa a waye bone no akokot no odi makro no akosan ti akoyi ne ho se sa piak no ye pe dia yen nya hu enkomodi emma enko aban asu enko mrahye bedwafo asu ene won ekan bia no won ko asu na won ehye mra no a won ahye mra na ma saa tumi no abapia kafa ye tumi ya ye duma na ye ko volta region bed se bosoni mienu ni na se ye the family sika no yi kwan a ye dia ye kota now so ye call you say a kwan no e di quota agusu mpona quota na atutu wo ntino ye kokko ba bi bebre agenda 101 na aban sisi ya wanwie no nyina emu 2.6 billion cedis 2.6 billion cedis every farm music and ye cost kokan agenda 101 hospitals no now so say in name say aban enwie ni nyina miensa pena yenim sa aban wie ye what the any na afi ba ko western region pena aban wie na we no aye o how kakra anka ye be pese be mu se aban de nsa ka project bi o de fa music ya onwie na intimate to project ndi nkase nya emrano a petroleum revenue management act no ahye Minister for Finance and also for risk assessment obetimi ed cap ato stabilization fund and stabilization photo eso nebumu so the cap no to photo no so ontimi mfam to so emane ma form ensene a certain amount for after 2025 no sa amount ujina mra kwan so na obibu a $584 million now so some can say it's kind of $100 million. Not just about $482 million and a fish. So I say over the years, Piaka can once a fee 2021.
As to whether the factionalism that pushed me out of the party will accept me as chairman, we are in a crisis today. Look, I could just stay away. These days I can't even eat 3 meals a day. You know, the other day I was telling one of my friends that God is a practical joker.
Yamajo ene enyumri eba Kessben television so na ene eye ebranda bosome enso da etoso edu enan enenne na wotwe aba pa ho sima kakra adwenkyere dwumadi ena yede ebremu free samria kopem se nundu ebebo ena ensem bia esisi wo yemman mu ha no ye ba na yabekire yadwen enso ewo ho. At appropriate time, the text line of the betudwa na wonso wetimi asene text message e de abaso na yenya adaje na yakenkan enso de amamo ewo dwumadie eso midin de KWABENA OWUSU DANKWAH na ene abujafo miensa na ombeka mensa na afei yedi enkomo no na yedi ne yie ene enwumrei me wo Ora Emmanuel Okai Botwe a lecturer ewo USTED in University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Din bebrebe school ba ko yasa ne din bebrebe o hanum sei Ora Frank Otwe Champions a lecturer ewo Spiritan University osan a communicator at the National Democratic Congress ononso ewo ha na fi yehwe nim se Dr. Simon Boating ononso a lecturer osan a Deputy Secretary Emma Atwemanwa Bieja North ewo MPP ntinamne lecturers nko Atwemanwa Bieja South yes Atwemanwa Bieja South ono enso ebeba ha na ensem musamiensa enene yede egu apaso a yebe kire yadwen ewo ho beye nanum nansie nie ena the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana ebo anan ekopie mu ewo the Ministry of Finance na okuduru ho ena owura ato force na say maame ne sum na memmo amane say aban release 400 million Ghana cedis ya wo shebo say the women's banking no release ya say the capital in here the startup capital in here say wotimi ehye bank na se no say wo shebo ewo eye omra wo ye ne campaign say so ba obebie bank e de aboa emma ankrakra adwuma etimi akoso no say sika no aban etua hwebe afi we nko na wie de na chese bank no ahyase a wo mo ye adwuma se wo mototo ho niam a bibia betimi ati na kwam a the women's banking betimi aba na afei abeboa ye nuanom emma na afei wo mo etimi di omudwa wo pebesia omo akwakoje na omo odi omudwa campaign promise there but mampeni e de osie ayoyo ene enwumrei ebenya daje na afei ya ka ensem no ye bedomo asukoyie na yahwe the importance of this women's development bank ya ebeboa emma titru womo digwa no womo dwumadie no etimi akoso ebebusa se so sabre ya Ghana yewomu yi ehu hia se o se sheda te bank edema emma nko a na omo edi omo adwuma ana is it a priority now? We're going to look at those things as well. According to Dr. Kessben, the auditor HSA, omo ebe fa sebi Ghana yesika sama na tetia pansama nye yene hwia enye yi ena enei omo babo anoa se die omo ya magana ya fa ne level a esi edumra se o se ye makwan na mabunu ne mma no enso etimi adwuma eyo eno ti ena enei sasika na ba o kan restructure no ho sensem se de yetimi etue sika no ewia anesa ni nyina ho nsem ha ene ye chadwen e de afa saa ensemi hu na yahwe sen ena mabejafo adwen eye omo efa ho wo message at appropriate time ye de text line no ebetudwa na wonso ode wadwenkere e de aba na yenso nya daje na yakenkan ewo ha enya nonko enei MPP4 etwe dwadwo na omusu so omusu nyina na se ye yenim sese na beba nkankrofo ye omu bi nanso sebi yesese de ponko anase nantwie ni dua na anka ne to no saa nso na nka konfo enso ensem ti enye den ya tumi ebedane tumi dane a we you do me I also come and do you ni nyina efa enei MPP4 adwen a eyomo omo hwensem a ekoso titru etia womo emfefo anase nipa womo ne omo edonko a ye friend say MPP a eye ni na chese aban sebi enyuma sebi omohwehwe bone ene ketehye proyemu ebi ye yokofo ebi ye policefo ebi ye omo makaka no na kyese yakwa akɔkye MP before na nse yan nkyeye ena owura ye friend se miracles aboaje free airport na osiple musia ena yokofo ekofa no eno ema the New Patriotic Party ene wonwa wodo MPP no dodo na ebotwi eko yokofo bebi a womo akache wo eko ye kyerɛ sɛ yenya miracles aboaje ententem ne nimnim ya ene ye behwe sɛ nokre sɛ enei the National Democratic Congress ahyeda na akohye eye wonwo a oye nnwuma ya aban nnwuma sɛbi omohwe ketahye ne proyeso omche omudi dwunu na sefo makohye omachi ena womo eye MPP fo ayakayaka de anase emra no a ena enei yedi eye adwuma enso eho yebedavu deeper into it na yahwe eho ensem enso ewo dwumadie so enne enwumrei eka ye discussion ho womra yatena se ena enwumrei a yedi enkomoi enso pepe de toso miensa nyame ya adoma ye behwe eye the New Patriotic Party omo aye elections mako miensa omo di free form wa nei omo di constituency level na constituency level na omo koto aba no wentwentwe kakra ene mentimo aso kakra ebi so ye ebi wo hono ma ase emra na wose ye di adwuma no yamfa nya adwuma na eyasemisa na manfo ebisa se enei 2028 the New Patriotic Party ayo madwin se tie biara ombeji tumi afri aye amanyoku a ete aban so meka the National Democratic Congress ensem na payfor se yekukurumponie na yebeswa already after the 2024 general elections no amanfo dodo na adwen aye omo se MPP no ase epiepie apapai cracks kakra wumu na de ekosui ekwa ama cracks no aye kese anase sebi wentwentwi kakra wumu no ekotetremu ama na aye kese anase ombetimi akom ho abom na se de omani so ade hunu etie no 2028 mabomoden etimi agitumi ade free the National Democratic Congress ensem ene mehwe video bi a panipa bi a wono ewo somtuom wo ye MPP ni ade also wa resign ordinary ekire mo se party akese na emienu ti wa resign free ba komu a onani ekire NDC mu ni nyina ne se wono na oye communications officer edema party no ewo eye somtuom area ho na mpanyefo frɛ no de krata hye ne nsɛm sɛ yagye ne tumi a na sɛ yagye ne position no de afiri ne nsɛm ɛbaa sɛ yɛkɔto aba ne din a wɔ sɛ ɛwɔ mu no ɛhɔ na ɛwɔ mu enso nanso yɛnma ne nkɔto aba ɛno nso ɛyɛ boakye bi din na ɔse wakɔgyina na ɔkɔgyina ma yato ne so aba no ɔhyɛ party fo mbɔ ɛsɛ so ɔkɔna sɛ wanwi a obɛgya party no papa pani pa so wasom party no akyɛ ɔkɔyɛ nso no korɛ wanwi into osu wagya party no a ɔde ne ho ɛkɔ akɔdɔn the National Democratic Congress no akɔboa mu na afei sisa hodo ɔbɛyɛ numu a ɛwɔ baabi a ɔwɔ no ɔbɛboa ama the National Democratic Congress wɔn agye ɛde afiri MPP for nsɛm ɛnano ɛwɔ wiemu ase yɛte deɛ kɔɔsoɔ ɛwɔ ɔkatakyie Kwame Afrifa Mensa ɛnso ɛne polling station deɛ kɔɔsoɔ at the background mkrofo bi atwa sɛ MPP ne sɛyi na ɛkɔ deɛ a ɛne yɛn nyina ɛkɔ akɔdɔn ɛyɛ NDC asɛm no ne kanie ebɛnya adagye na yɛwura sansɛm yi nso na yɛaka ho nsɛm mɛnɛ chairman wontumi ɛne the MP for Wager Bawe ɛyɛ Shaib ɔmo ɛkɔsra akatakyi Afrifa nso ɔwɔ ayasabea wɔ Mampɔn ɔmo wie ɔmo de ɔmo ne akyire mu ɛwɔ nanankansa boadu efie na ɔmo ɛkɔhwɛ sɛ afɛnu ne mienu no ɛbɛnom asundwa meka ne saa because nanankansa boadu ne ba ɛna yɛ MP ɛwɔ hwɛmo ase area hɔnom no na yɛ MP ɛwɔ hɔnom na information a yɛgada ɛne deɛ ɛkɔ kyerɛ sɛ ɔkatakyi Afrifa enya ɔbɛpre saa akonnwa no ɛwɔ MPP di no ɛna kɔfa wantwi ɛne mentimo ase ɛbaeɛ a Ene chairman wuntumi oyɛ Ashanti regional chairman ɛma the New Patriotic Party ɛne Ora Shaib ɛnso ekopie Nana Nkansa Boadu anim. Yɛntie nsɛm kakra kɔ so na afei yɛmmra na yɛntoa yɛnkɔmɔ twetwe no ɛso.
To me, I don't make this papa and I can't stand what do I want. Why now be a some J Abba? Any are you a 3 year papa? Any or now be a some J no pepper as you be and a Nananka any of my name and a Nananka Sabu or pay. I say, maybe, yeah, and now what the body is so change. Now what the body change. What did you hear? And I never was here. Thank you so much. But please take it.
Ewo Nana Nkansa Boadu ni fie wonra chema wontumi ene Honorable Shaib ekopie mo ho na omo ekohwe se ombesiesie sebi wentwentwe ne basabasa ya eba between the current MP of the area Honorable Mavis Nkansa Boadu and afei okatachi afrifa mensa eno ehon sem ena motie ewon sem no doso ba yenya daji enkoni nyina mu mam kono ma bedwafo akwaba na afei yemfa yenkomo twetwe no enhye so ye twen se Dr. Simon Boateng ebabeka yensa but Emmanuel Okaibotwe ewa ha ema amajo
me chiao
na ohoye
ba dia daruma ene ye chenra
okay ede nyame ase mama Franco to a champion so akwaba mama nka se Franco to a champion pe communications awo crowfum for recruit I say
they go for executive member
say where you we no
communication there that for
sir the executive member now okay you
you say so hoye
me hoye ya me ado
ya chia for
okay
His Excellency the President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama Imre Mchia Akwaso I'm not sentiment I'm in Chad and I could see Augustus party chairman my NDC Manuko now I'm in Chia Honorable Johnny Osekofi, former Deputy Chief of Staff in the as well NDC government. Any of Forum constituency delegates, you know, message a brand new to a champ for Frank, me picky form. So now, so my contest as one of the executive members. Okay. Message a duha.
Thank you very much. So let's start with the Yoko versus MPP issue. Nima, I'm interested in every home. Na yenhwe setito no my answer politicians na bebuni.
Nti medase nanso numere mamemfa akwanya iso na menchia Nana Dumase hene Dr. Nana Kofi Antwi the second. No one was any fine ma dwabe me san chia me am vice chancellor Professor Frederick Usafo
okay
na be di chire Professor Isaac Boateng and dean of student Professor Francis Onyene Boateng Professor Yahans de Soatans me chia no Chibano Farouk Muna me chia obia na Costero me chia point ne say e de na asie hwe Ghana hanim say na ye won I was say for omoye serious with issues. Nienti ama make us asem way, and in fact we make us I always speak with passion. Share granted nipa kone di bonen. Case a ebaye Iroko the press conference or say nipa wedi bonen eye aboaje osi omo disikain 55 million Ghana cedis wankasa ono nko na disika no allegedly osi oni Gerard appear
and some other people
enti se sankrofo nyina na this 55 million granted how can you give one person a bail condition of 50 million?
Is it questionable? And some Nisa Wana.
Say Nipa Yanvan say Nipa bear 7 and a D 55 million. What they say Yanvan is our charm on Krana or Kojiskana. Baku between 50 million. We are no flu on one. What actually transpired when NDC took over? It was a point, say, people who were before courts pleaded, they came for a plea bargain. And yes, sir, plea bargain, interest be baso. There wasn't any interest. 2, when they came for the plea bargain, they opted to pay 60% of the amount. It was accepted, granted, same pono, same fan is a sikani nina near the toniswa, na same fan is oba plea bargain. Na say fan is 60%. Is it the amount that the person is going to
This is where Yoko, Bakuni attorney general.
Yes, I'm in that same press conference, you made mention that Gerard Appiah came for return some of the money. At what amount? Specific amount and or return here. Was it quoted in the press conference? And see, said, sad, dalega, those things, and one so. Nienti Americans are we were here, you say, operation, recover all loot. And yes, sir, there were some $10 billion, cedis, or 20 billion sitting somewhere in people's pockets. Ye babede, ye babeje. Ye say, sa semono, any dance ye trebi near the dance ye. And until na memma sa premise no. And as obomo chichire free so as bekacho say, or then chemewa, yendi nechinye. And yes, sir, the very people who formed that committee, i.e. Matthew Kwebu, the former Auditor General, Domelivo, look at the comments they made. As it stands now, getting to first half of the regime, you take those issues we knew it came to light. One, a friend is a Dubois issue. No. Attorney General granted an interview saying, when the issue went to court, the charges not encountered. As the case is traveling, your guess is as good as mine. And how many charges near the boy Dubois? It was more than 80. Now about 6 penal. 6 now will be to me as substantiating. Masa, Yanyan Kwalaos, a friend's a country one. Yanyan Kwalaos are a chromium say. The best thing, if so be a disca, do an interrogative investigation, make sure that you proceed to court. Once you get the verdict, you come and tell the people of Ghana, say, we've been able to do A, B, C, and D. That will know that you are working. But to come and tell us those normal rhetoric, then you bring it to the news. We are not for that. Always be an say, according to the Auditor General, more than 3 billion Ghana cedis go waste as a result of corruption. Down the lane, but you've now seen another new Auditor General report that those infractions, they've actually ballooned more than 158%. These are the very ones that we want to see. That you perceive experience. You say, interministerial is a coordinating committee. Check the organogram. The organogram is headed by the president, together with some key ministries. So the key ministries, you mentioned the Ministry of Finance, Agric, Education, Attorney General, Minister of Justice, and the Chief Director of Local Government. That becomes the core. Then out of it, there are subsidiaries. The Technical Committee. Then the Secretariat Committee. Is that Secretariat Committee, and nona Executive Secretary and nona you see I can say issue about Executive Secretary, but unim says IMCC It was actually formed in 2010. Then there was an act backing it in 2016. And it meaning say people have been there. Or no be take you over, I think 2022 till 2024. Issue no, I say ni onu be take you over. Is it Dr. Gabriel or take you over, and then he opted for a forensic audit. And out of that forensic audit, no, and or say there has been an infraction. Into you're investigating no. Per information I buy, no, it says any pakono were opting itself for investigation. Say onim say onye adebone like why adebone a yes o kwa abrochire a week to so all be bano and na ye return your friend say ye de ne to red alert say ye nche no ojen say into information be a leak to emma no e wo ho no bad nti no buy what na hanum say sa nipa ko a ye ka na asem nipa a ye ka na asem open na onye na enye sa anytime, every week, or media so. Anytime, every period, or so. And it's open now. A time I was here free, play mono, and I'll watching. Now eba abonting giddy. I mean, so open so to be there. Then the chairman of that committee, backed by law, go for that person. Now a subsidiary, a secretariat. Na se oka se ono na wo ba behwe wo so ne pension
se ho na infractions ne free ana
wasa Ghana am say no ya nya agro na yedi wa
ho na infractions no wo
ana agro na yedi wa
so who ne say just to cow some people.
I mean sometimes sa niema no eni kwan so mo yes sa niema because at this point in time we want drastic change. We want something that will actually propel and give Ghanaian hope. Say we are now moving towards the positive and the right direction. As it stands now, uni anum say bosomchen. Like a bio friend is saying how do you call it? Reserve. Now you 1 kilometer away, near 2 Ghana. You beside this year or so oni mohwe. You beside we our so oni mohwe. And only the year. So 158% increase in infractions, no. And no the year. Masa, Sani Amawe, Adia Wuye, Oni obi be contest cry. One man more sympathy vote. One man is more popular. Because I know say Osi Obeko a friends a communication director. Ebi a man phones who are part in one community Beko. See our entire media the whole Ghana media. Ama a friend is saying miracle. I didn't know also yes I did. Yamfa rumo acha amba mesi was say sa rhetorics we ni gimmick we na or meye wo hono. We expect him to demonstrate professionalism. We expect him to move the country for us to see seriousness in fighting corruption. And until na de biadam ebeba na ye corruption perception index entumi control like entumi ko yanim da. Because these are the very things that we've been seeing. Attorney General here, you see a friend is saying a special prosecutor there, you see a friend is saying Yoko. I mean Yoko and all the agencies. I mean people who have yakachromo say omo more of mine ho ebine the law enforcers now
if what you are saying is
so me I want to see a proactive reaction, a proactive activity actually fighting corruption, i.e. a bad public accounts committee. We've now seen that we've actually prevented people from siphoning money, we've prevented people from mismanaging money, we've actually prosecuted those in a quiet manner. Yenya better verdict from the court, competent court of jurisdiction. Emma say wait your them way at the hand say and niema first na yenya niema ye no say sia de ye niema ye. These are the very things I perceive. And once no beba no enye wo wo ye politician enye wo na wo beka enye wo emfans ya mo appointment enye wo na wo ba be gina fidie so no waka. We the Ghanaians no yen be kan kire say adwuma na waye ni ye adwuma na a friend saying, the man, what's so me, wako nkoden. Yen, any ever catch it all.
All right. Thank you very much. That was our friend Emmanuel Okai Botri and Oteninka lecturer I will use it. Remember Frank Otu Echampo.
We are penny KOD, Madame for Beauty, Ness, and friend Kate entry.
Okay.
Which are Kate or having the giving when you must say. Right, KOD, India. Miracle was a body. Then I didn't bedroom her say, oh, yeah, now you say, what took going after flood and no, or fall a victim to the flood and no. And I guess we'll call her, who could do her about immigrations as soon as I say, Yoko for Akosunimo. I think, say, for the benefit of doubt, young Yoko, what they call the benefit of the doubt, say, the intel or more than so I said the intel Yoko war I nunti omujinaso e dey call eche ura aboajono yet say me I don't know, I don't think so we are privy to such information, you know. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. That notwithstanding,
now all babontin be true
sir
the omo e can say though not cooperating with investigations and what have you, but he was placed on stop alerts.
Not to travel.
Not to travel.
Sure.
Until
So means,
Odu Airport now. But and you alert by once he was outside.
But so we are secure. Now you two we now catch his kind of we are in India. Still our for.
Okay.
And I'm so you were given red alert not to travel. But and you did travel, and no, but they have every right to arrest you because the society was a mean to Kano.
No, no.
Tama
report in the Kano. Yes.
So that was it. He was cooperating.
Yes, because my friend it twice.
And then I think say and they catch and say the money to quite.
No, for the information that was
the information was sent to him when I now outside.
Or in Pabonini hasn't come back.
Oh, no dear, mentioned by inference, bit my conjure, and I say, meet me a narrative BB. Say, since he was a victim of these flooding issues, you know, or no, I can openly say, I hear the BB. And don't you know, it be our secure refuge outside now, but it's an Marco.
To acquire you know,
to buy buses and the man almost in your room of it, and when I return the job, so Harris, you know. That is my own way I make conjure, but I don't think that is the case. But on a more serious note, now, Minya, you pay more credible prosecution, more. When we need evidence, how would you prosecute the president?
But someone more kind.
The wheel of justice, they say, thread what slowly. So I say, Nipano. Yeah, there has been what a financial malpractice or what I say. Your friend, you didn't did home come say, and it doesn't take a day. Say, will be a property fancy being to a veteran, not that I genaso attend near the narcotum. It takes time.
Okay.
It takes time. A book appeal, for instance, Gida CA. You started prosecution. You didn't know MPP for the baby and sorry, or D4 and or 7 sentence. So for me, Minjini said there is more credible prosecution than what we are doing. So, meaning I can say, Attorney General, there be some minutes, yes, you know, you PA, I saw your pants, it's a small can work for your local tomorrow. It doesn't, it's just a constitution, it's just an morality. There has to be what? Proper prosecution. Ya allergy, the amount of so I become what from dear. Say no cry, or more use evidence. Say what kind of evidence in there. Then you have the right to, you know, sentence the person and I say, discharge the person. It's no dear, a big guy, I'm a woman, I said, now, Yadi, or mine to me, I show Monsa, say a woman, and she now be I said, only man in the year, Yesica Sam, Yesica Samonco. There are so many infractions of society anymore. Nipano, you find you culpable. It would be a prosecutor near Romatum. It's not there. But in any case, you know, MPP for the movie. I think if they have any grievance, they can go to court and seek for a friend saying, contest the power. You go said no, that is not the way you guys are supposed to go because Monsignor saying you know I govern how I must conduct my activities. Oh, you go. And it's a man from Nakwas and I'm going to be a reporter. You put me out more court. Yes, they can be sued. So we'll be watching the Panawan Channel Paso. Now, film Rana Church so they have the right to be arrested. So now, because in to me, they are arresting people in a Rambo style. I Kroma say now, appear stadium, a children in car, pick up basket to a handcuff on the concrete, and then we can find. And I said, on the on Kayan, or Nipa, or any part. So I say, it is I didn't know, and that's when yet. Into me, who says, dear Obiamono, and I abono. Say mono. And here we are from the Sankano. I hear you for your Mujman or Muyomu. So I want to Mujuma, dear, say you can go to court and then seek for redress. Now, side demonstration, you will end up, also implicating yourself. So what I say, share or more Urabuajamu defending the idea. On we are not VA to work with you. Who got an so free Abuaji, we are also from another for tax and other fee. It took 100 cities, maybe no. And say, don't be a wire, you're enlightened, who said no, Nipano. Yegina debia yesu say politicians excuse my language omo yakron for omo wewe sika ye hu nipa no so you suspecting say bia we sika de ne famra kwa so ne ye nyina sa akobodo mpem say free nipa so masi say ne anya den oda say de dia ne anya mumu say fight corruption ye fight corruption now say debi free nipa so masi say 50 million good Ghanaian cedis 55 million. This is a jai actually is okay. We are near Chiribium, the SCBN, Obian Conabia. Sabia, Sassicano, Quebec me a Juma, Mabuna, Sabia, Tifian, and Yabia. Nurses for Sabiamo, impossible. Quebec Mercy Hospital, and Jumayo. Until there may be a while. Yantia was here. I think it's not in a court in the judiciary. We can seek redress. Near Omo interpreting French Yukon national security and how we see Mujumano. Munchemu, Nanipano Flautia, you're not yet to me, as you know. But we cannot sit on national television and then, run them down. No, I don't think so.
A situation be also out to me here and some because okay. The Amma says someone a dancing. You travel near the dancing. A woman say court, a shese, and this will be a fiancé
more than 48
hours. Or say Omani Pano bill.
Yes.
But court no, I share the limit as to bail or Bema. Na say Obie Diska, and I say allegedly, you see Kophobia Diska 55 million Ghana cedis. Na yakofamo baako na yamane bail condition of 50 million Ghana cedis
almost equivalent
with 3 sureties was omiti na ohwe the time ye the bill no emani pakrona yentimi en read the meanings into it.
Capital Bank or Siama you see during financial sector clean up here almost a property funds bill condition better than man. I think it was 200 million.
So we continue. Pepe. Sir. Pepe. Wamra moka some very resetting. Oh, you can also resetting bibia. Say resetting. No. Pepe. Resetting no. Resetting no na egu so. Mat the MP before the candidate.
O say
power necessary.
Na power na be say there.
Sir, this is that.
Oh, abase say kwa jomo na beba.
When beba.
Oh, that's a UPO. The basis for so on the most you to be the MPP for I think it beats imagination and we don't know why I want to say they didn't know they didn't know more dump meaning this is a better something so I say Nipano or to Musa Ebia from Sobia Conafe or what? Okay, a friend of Gonko, and that's by now gone to idea on so. Oh, they said on the ultimate Casamin to Muntia Femamenco. He's cooperating.
Yes, or
he's cooperating to the whole general secretary because and you people are also want. Namia Domina Power as a son. Yes, or no, will be more from friends more charges. And I'm from court, police station. No, you don't say this as a general secretary. Se nipa no onye mfom so an ka se by na nkono so aka to se bia ko kono so institute court action against the course no but he's cooperating it mo miama emra no nya den enye na dwuma Emrani na adwuma na say or he's exonerated that. Fine, of course baby. But if he is found culpable, no man no say na di. Nti me dia sa de ye no hwan na ma block traffic na di. Wo ko huna sabi ko pra. Sabi wo pre hunu. An from faso bi anya dai. Emmoa. Omuma emra no nya na adwuma. Yenso onyame bonsam ye omadom na se omoba. Na NDC ni bi hu nso afoma for sika. Emra na wo ho ne yefa ne faso.
I see.
So yefa ne faso. Me nyina we don't condone corruption. I know there. Ye nyina betena fidikase so aka. Say yenso so kata asese pro yeso. Nti wo baby ai asoe bi e do ato se dudwumadi no fa bo oman ni bia no. Wo fom for oman ni sika na emra so mu a. Me oto champo me megina TV so defend o nan defend o chana. Because who did not make home. Until the now, I have am I. Say, baby, I do to say, do Juma Biano. For Pepe, yo, for no cre, never you or Juma. Dear Sir Fatano, and our day, if I call fear or Busia. But look from for my Sika, Nature be a bodia. Don't expect me to have a TV, so be defend. Me and them in Yachana, and don't walk with them. So I say.
Anyway, I know a hurrah Frank or to a champon, Okasama, the National Democratic Congress. Also, Adwenkyere saying you can share with us at the appropriate time. You can kind and so at the amamu and what you may do. So, inti abayin and share sebi abayin nyumwechi ena wode etiti wonwa one only any amanyoko krumu ana said ye been more economy. Also, betimi actually wadwin at the afa and semia and they. Ya discuss it and so I will show no and so as so. You move on after the next one that we have. We're looking at the economy as the finance minister Ede Atuidwa say 400 million Ghana cedis in year at the Atu account ma BBI ready say the Women's Development Bank ebetimi say by the close before the close of this year. Not just a BATME, I shall say, and so on. Frank, this time I'm just for free. Sure. Meet you.
Yeah, a bra, and this a Manukoyo opposition prior to 2024 elections. No, yes, I Ghana for you now, but it's only Yamniano, Memaminum, Emma, Omankasa, Edio Mujuma. Say, almost the 2 minutes, and sir, Yaba, Yabe, be Juma DBI friend, Women's Development Bank, ma. Titu ena omo betimi akoma omo ayo man kran adwuma ma omo wodi so ade hu so mpese omo bie adwuma na omo aye small and medium scale friends and traders no omo so akono makodi omo adwuma enti ye ba ye bread kan budget no I think say we allocated 50 million or so e ma ye nuanom MPP for boy e ko adu so pa ye asa obi aye se ye ba be bank. The minimum capital so be bank around 400 billion Ghana cedis. Now we allocate 50 million and not just say so about to bo so na tax when you nya hwe. Nti no sa time nyina na yes se ho ye hwe se sabi oba ko dwa na ma ya na ye ho ye ni ye hwe sikasem ntoto ye se de be gina ye. And me no ka say sikasem no sabi e gina ye. Nti ye wura to force na no da ye ma me agena na ho poko agima ko sha no se no okay. Ye wudwuma dia sabi ye campaign no uko round the to Ghana for you anymore. Ebraso na sika no crown hiding are you ready nti no en to say afi 2026 en ko we no na everything it's been operationalized. I say yeah the banks and aba ama ye did dwuma say dey say na fata nti me gidi say idea e ba bebo because da no nyina no yesu ne say ma a omo ye efie ni ti no omo betumi ayi de enya adwuma ayo na omo nya efie no omo nya adwuma yo a na sika ba omo sema no betuna atoto fie ma friends and kroye ene pepepe ye ene ni jenso abafi nti no me gidi say ya sempa na eba abebo Ghanaian economy no nyina ka the processor ye dey fa so be the Ghanaian economy nim na nkra Ghana for bebre wani so ade hu so bu ho de so ade hu pa wo de ne tena sese woni ne di nkomo a wo de so ade hu na wo dwuma di bia nko nya sika kakra obetumi ayi den abi na mbo na busu but he no okofa a friend say sika no eno na ban adwono mo say ye ba bibie banka omom be mo adwuma ne ye ma omom be benefit e ye ma even security ground be sure say be man na be there.
And discriminatory. Because members who are on unions come to the age. So why the women's development banking?
We are only fulfilling the promise we made to
promise na make anything what's up fulfill.
No, but it becomes necessity. It is to solve a problem. It is to solve a problem. Yin na yenim. Your friend is saying, your man will say, "Oh, drive na do traffic light mo. You know no ma sabi o to no more traffic me na dey." So omudo system
equally, and so to Antonia, Rebecca said, and I'm some share boss and the campaign trail set Mobam may be women studies in another section and say, my doors will gun at member be. So I say, and to say you solve a man do no problem. But this is the problem of poverty and I say financial distress. Half soft. To me, boy, man, to me, a do mujuma, a baby, or mujuma, no more young casomajuma. If you ask me, but we say, man, for the DVR, sorry, instead of the DVR, send a man for one to home. It is a man on your baby crum no more did more mudia quaniaba. Sabi omu rano no more cronum one. Sabi no more so hiding. I had a woman, and Tianunti any other said you may be near day. Eba, Sabi or baby or how we have even 200 Ghana cities, 300 Ghana cities, 500,000 a day in Juma Winya. It is a big bit to say Women's Development Bank about. Obey me, I call subscribe to a friend is saying financial assistance or a man 1,000, 2,000 often in the Juma. Oh, Triano, near sign a man papa for. But you say, Baboa, I relieve a lot of women from what financial difficulties. Now, among morning and outside. Again, I said, the medical can a man doesn't be brave, a mamma, you near Mamma Dawson. I don't think say, almost how, almost somehow. No. I bind it to me, so, and I bind it to me, so Massania. You say, a Baboa, economy in an idea. Gina Brand. More under pressure now because to do it because before the year no I'm for can someone more share boss say mo be ten the pressure to and this for some percent
so you know you need to sabi how ni ho kire sika sem ho kire da enuanom man binum so awaka na hase enu nti say ye ho harhare say ye boa mu no mu free sa ho kire ni mu nti say ne kwan so na say ne papa mu anya ne bone so nti say even whether the pressure is coming from the MPP crano me just say ne papa so they say because you can say yankudi ye fan was say sirem na say ye de beboa e ma obi asabe ne ho kire no sika afamu ye de boa no ma ne house what ya nka me this problem be any ho see ye be ye no the issue so usamia say ye be implementation no one criteria be
the normal yakodis kayentua ne na sefo ma ban na aba na enkoye party phone ye be hwe omo ne ya ma omuska
people start here can say ye be ma party faithfuls ye be ma your friends say protocol let's say because kojeni ade no me this that wouldn't be the case for this friends Women's Development Bank you know whoever is genuinely in need of financial assistance you know banking system if only you meet the criteria ya de be mana ya de scan be mana also de adwuma ni ahwe hu say ubetua and only the most important thing because at the end of the day so we scan ma wo mo no ma betua then the body crowd the one five man nkaye but you be hwe hu say we will put mechanisms in place scan ya de ma wo mo we did juma no now the returns near the to the same bank so they be here you be tin sika e dey ma obi foforo no so be apply to me gidi say ne papa mu ne papa mu say aban bi eba e no so target group bi sa na nke be boa ama poverty na say financial stress na dey woni person no ne nyina no abafo
tinka ban bi ba mama fa women ni na ko bi so fa youth and I say
there o man pani afa disability or university say disability people with disabilities call university e be mo free so what I say any asan fa e man so to tinka union e be 30 years time and the MPP for to me ba so what I say na ke bi o mo so fa mema o mo so you know ko mo so what I say
I don't know also because me fa say ase ye share bonti and na ya na was
but it's for a purpose so what I say when on you say you to sika na gua see you to agu why when it ye nuanom ma binum ho kire omo wo ma we obi wo di twade hu no pa bi wo dwumadi a won na tena se di nkomo a o menya sika say ya capital say ya gamet ma share dwumadi bi say but sika na way but it ye the bibi sa aba no a such a person abebo no be yin afuru o ha wo no di ne juma aba san so ne ma school sika ne ma ntare ani ade no no so betumi ade agina atoto na no da according to statisticians in GSS for the base about 80% of women in this country are single mothers. So often, sir, your friend is a publication, and sir, 80% may now. Omuni binumuni apoafo na wo mo an sin ketehwe nkwara no fidi mo problem no say opportunity bi say aba nti wogi say omo take friend say omo apply no omo Jesus can be van nhwe omo ho na ebi nso omo ma ne so nti wogi say ade a eba na abeboa oman ni na ye ha no society eso ate
all right ima ma memra ho na menhwe
okay the medase before me share sa issue here say any rebuttal, but KOD, yeah, Tianum say, you know, see any football professionals. And yes, but Ghana for Boba, Nancy who say, a queer, you know, you wanna, and I you. Sebi, say, a brand to be a scanning where Bushanma, Obiano to me 24. So, yeah, dear, Obian to me in country. And the point is, so we are the papa, and you will now become young as Ghana for near Becatro. Now to the issue as you see, I work upon so. So far in terms of data, as at now, if we are seeing a population and more than 8.3 billion, about 8.3 billion. Now, back Ghana, see, according to the data, we do meet Ghana Star Service, we are around 35.9 million. Now, one say a mema, a dorsal chamber.
Ghana.
Yes.
That's what statistics say.
Yes, that is the fact. That is fact.
Because I know, last year, it was around 52 to 48, 52% of
a mema dorsal chamber. And it is offer a mema 1,036. Ubenya a ma 1,000.
Okay.
And technically, a mema your dorsal chamber e Ghana hanum say. But no crave woman say a dorsal chamber no. Say unya sika one mamma, one fan mamma. What the ma or girlfriend? One fan my girlfriend. So I worry what the ma yere. In the man is Ghana ye no, ye the ma and maya. And untina or quabrani be born in you, a mema yenim tia. You tians why in your day, yan sister. In the point, they say a man sika a com hua. I think say mema nana a bottom a bedding a bedroom.
Okay.
And on that score, say a ma yeti bank a ma is a perfect idea. Bio sending a data and a it means the dependency ratio, single mothers are many in the system.
Okay. Because the statistics I have here, this is what I have. As at 2026, females slightly outnumber males up to about 50.1.
No.
Okay.
That is male. Males.
July.
As
of July 2026. Ghana's population is split almost evenly between men and women, but estimates slightly by source. 2026 population by sex. Country meters of UN data. Total population 35.9.
Okay.
Male near 18. Constituting 50.9.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the males are many.
So,
I mean, these are facts.
Okay. All right.
And the point they say, me drift they say your door so chamber no crano. Ya ni tia. Nti say a man in yeska go mbotoma. E ya de papa.
Mama no asumujo.
Sa pepepe.
Okay.
Akonmabo ana say a friend say me de man me girl. Di nyina no e beba form kakra. Boys mo betom kakra. But that notwithstanding, one, yen check in the budget. So you can say, sir, 400 million in an yedbemana. That is a question to be answered.
Okay.
Because say, oh yeah. Say, young say, Ghana say ye spend this car. We always spend within the budget. Say, over spend it outside the budget. Na say BBSC. Classical example, COVID by
contingencies.
Sort as
right.
Flood here by and still now you make room for contingencies.
Yeah.
But if it goes beyond the threshold, then you throw the budget off gear. For me, my question is, in the budgets, not ye the 400 million ebeba within this year now. We no free on one. I know very well that. Ansana obeti bang no. I think say there are some procedures defined. There are some procedures that you have to pass through. We have the Act, the Banks and Special Deposit Taking Institution Act. That's 2016 Act 930. And no na ebuama bang no. Ansana obeti no. Sika odi beden odi be shemu no. Which of course the threshold now for universal banks 400 million Ghana cedis. Obefa the Companies Act 2019, it should be a company. And see that Act 992 no, I was so incorporated as a company. Then the Anti-Money Laundering Act 2020, that's the Act 1044, and also check compliance. But near a boa to spell out the processes would be established bank no, and no dear. Senior Mekane, the Act 2016-930. Or Chiremupefe said you should have some preliminary constitution or consultation. Until one, I was say engage Bank of Ghana. Now all submit it in writing. Say, all per se proposal. Say, all per se we bank. Until we are now apply for a temporary license. Temporary license. No Bank of Ghana. Eba be check. No I say. BBA ready, including your minimum capital. The minimum capital and any 400 million
Ghana cedis.
Now we are yabe fit and proper test. Fit and proper test. You better check with directors. You better check with shareholders. You better check with key management. Say, omu meet these criteria: 1, integrity; 2, competence; 3, financial soundness. Yeah, checking in area, then they give you approval in principle.
Okay. And
sana ba premises nangasangasa. Abefia say bibia is in order. Your IT system, you are obeying the Bank of Ghana code of ethics and everything. And sana about the financial licenses. Now for the near about that near check you post license friends and obligations. And near my I was say oh yeah. I want to believe say all those things no are in place. Say in place
see they are working on those.
Granted, sempo ebeba where we are looking at the timelines. Send your name na ebeba. But adia me pese me can any afutu me pese me to ni say. Ye nyina ye o man mu anum say ye wo Maslock micro something the main motive ni say enke ebema yan bodua ne yi ye be mom loan kakra na se ye mom loan na so kwabra ne nya ne nan ejina so a no abetua eno no etesen e wo man for that long period no sen na
it me assessment I say aye adwuma
assessment na etesen e honom na regime upon regime ye che omon penning for. I don't want it to be say Sani Emanibi. Again, and Kokon program. Ya one been matcha 3 minister. Say Akoko and Bina Mekumia media year for year media gumuzi. We don't want to see those ones in the near future.
I'm trying to say the World Cup the match is still going on 2-0 against France. Inti akaka krevini aponti you know just by the way because people are also monitoring inti okay
inti send American is it going to be like that? We don't expect say ebebasa bio your agric development bank Ghana and say the mandate in here you establish the agric development bank you establish NIB National Investment Bank. No, and I hear so yen pese women's bank and so no. A miracle anymore. A baby to say agric development bank and now say be National Investment Bank. We want to see say sasikano a kobe bia a was say echo. Other than that, not a baby the normal ones here, ye baby for banks. Now I be add up to the numbers. Bio, yempesi ebe hu say National Investment Bank almost nka insolvent. Na government esan this kabeden esan be rem revive no. That we don't want to see. Enti Senior Bank of Ghana according to the Act 930 no, o share steps or the established bank no, any steps are also take, i.e. or check stakeholders, or check key management, or check friends and directors no, integrity, competence no. We expect say they should enforce those things and hold the bank if the bank is now in place. Other than that, na eba be the normal one de biada no you. On that note, not make us say adeɛ no ɛyɛ ade papa, adeɛ no ɛyɛ adeɛ no yɛ maa no ɛna yɛyɛ den yɛde ɛma wɔn na mmom no ahwɛ yi a yɛdi kan aturo no yɛsrɛ wɔn ɛma ne mmɛm ɛbɛ mu saa adeɛ a wɔanhwɛ ɛbɛ ha yɛn but sɛ yɛde ma yɛnuanom maa no ɛnam sɛ mɛma no yɛtua nkakra na ɛyɛ ne deɛ ɛyɛ ne kwanso
ɛno deɛ nka ne kwanso ano mɛma no asom bɛdwo mo but yɛnhwɛ from the other angles like NDC for the buy sustainability in case NDC any honoma
sɛ ɛno ntina act no ɛma yɛhu the minimum requirement the only thing I see which always happen in government banks, there will be change of a friend saying chief executive officer
leadership,
and then other leadership. Of course, that the way they are untiminga say will be here from and no the but because it has been established by an act, no, always be an I strong. The compliances no from the Bank of Ghana, the compliances from other agencies, no, and nona I sometimes Emma Bang, you know. And the integrity of this, how do you call it, the directors, no, and then that of the key management members, no, and not sometimes I hear a creative problem. And for me, dear, make us say more established, no, and not there any problem. On say, the first issue now you discuss here, no, the IMCC. On say it has been there from that period up to now. Free SHS, it has been there. Into a near man, aya university, I am fan say I can tell Piaminka. Say a dini assistant. Into those things, no, those dynamics, no, will always be there. But points they say and no be gunedi emu. Name no, a man for no back or Jim Fiti no. A man for no back or Jim Mr. One, young fan talk cars, my girlfriends who. And Yemfa ma
me party na
we buy it friend saying Dubai emfa nko spending holidays ye banga ye ba bete na de aboa ma no matimi establish your business matimi de genuine ideas na ye hwehwe se de ba beboa na mo oman na tumpon no eno na ye ka ho asem eno na ye hwehwe ma no mbekokua yem a man on beko IT mu, a man on beko financial sector, a man who offer na omo ebe say businesses a flow, no more sika inflows eba or mine mu, no more making sure say development e personal, and no na ye hwehwe se bang no ebetumi aye.
All right. Thank you very much. That is Emmanuel Botri, my Dr. Simon. But you know, friend who Simon, my boyfriend Simon. Look, Kwaba. Now where? The Yamias. Anyway.
My chair, I have for we can say we got contest, and it was in one round wishing it wasn't that I won.
You won. Congratulations.
One wishing.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, I won. Nene, a home meetings, Nana.
Was I cook for
na because
secretary na.
Adaje. So to me, baby, I'll be
anyway. All right. Congrats anyway. Right. I heard two topics. Maybe you can obit me akabum na yahwe. Okay. Yoko ne MPP. I won't say miracles abuaji because MPP for agent tokwano. Well, whatever it is, Yoko na minim. Inti yahwe no say are they doing the right thing, or just that the party being a show much in as a view on best of the MP before? Union no to me, actual margin. So I'm told the Ansana Yaba Women's Development Bank and so on.
Many Didi can be chow no for now, chair at Monga just out. The 2 are in any say. Moya money effect to me, Damasi, penny for more watch Monga, Yamoya in a year and so to do. Many the American say, Proye, and now Chronodia. Obi Bia, Woman Bia, no, I will see Siamako.
Yeah.
Because McCain came free, baby, and I've said this time without number. Say corruption in Ghana annually is about 5% of your GDP. And you share the 5% of our GDP is very huge. It may coin, it may school. Then this will be a bebochronobiano, as I say anyone near Penaso. But me problem here. Ne coin so. Ne coin so. And no one in the end, and your Maridi Namati, as you say. Genuine miracles no wa no you ko for ne dinkita ho bebre omo invite no okọ. There is no single moment e be omo inviting evidence just omo inviting na wanko. Obi omo inviting na okọ no. Ye de ne ko to stop list. Na me no menti ase so about stop list. E dey nipa bebre nti ase and they say they will be to stop list so rather than they preventing them from moving out. Of the country. Or Hana Momodina to stop list. So, but what me free ako UK or call in Aqua whatever this
information chess or Hona stop list the ever torso.
And Tina
no niha.
So the implication is that a man in my own cow.
And so about.
And I'm saying what the time my Obana mode stop list in the buying. Then the implication is that on sign UK. Because Nipa no ha money needing kita won de bia mo friend na oba. So just say, then what took quiet because on him say you people have been so civil with him. We inviting any day maneba. Now we try to work with their bar or buy a most of the to stop list. So the implication of that action is any amount entry cry into Ghana, then go back to UK. What's the point? I
know your interpretation.
Well, and that is the interpretation. And that is the interpretation of many that have fed and also read. O just say any pani ba a de bia mo frɛ no ma no e responding na ekwan a mo fa so che ayi no eno na ama Ghana yisika bebre akodi nsenseme say no krakra say miracle first kana de omo ye no e be ma miracle afedi
adenta
because we are taking political ayi because amount for who miracle say sabi honorable say SB ne nche no say obi e de akirida because so say wo fa na or we inviting only dingita ho won say political party bi akoshe t-shirt akodi echi but uchi miracle say ya now money take it up money for that political color now MPP feel say a dent on miracle in this no it's a dent on MPP
and today I just said there's a political coloration in this what the account something
adentina say political correlation adentina yen allow the process no na invitation the bia de man no yen fa man no na enkosa na ekochi no in this acrobatic and Rambo style. What's the point?
Is it wrong to
very wrong
you be in that acrobatic and Rambo style? Is it wrong?
It's very wrong because enipa no nye dangerous onye ade bia e kire say ono no sika no wontua. After all, I have told you, say there is history indicating say miracle are responding to many of the invitations that you could diamond. I won't deny any of the invitations.
So, and then just say to mention in that Rambo style because kame pemra because I've material lawyers. How much I say there's no specific ruler. Just say kochubi. I just say that call with that civility near the akochini paklo.
Enti yes say ade nyina ho kwan nanzo nyina na yema common sense.
So we are talking about common sense now.
Common sense must also prevail.
Okay.
Because we hear this and then I'm say no cramp say miracle e sika na be shi. Say no cre. I am na the dada yini bi da. Ediema MPP omo di e sika MPP ye no that political you know nyina ankosi hwe ba ko ni opuni. Ne omoba ye ya omo se omoja ni ya wafu yisika
say ne obi na be ja no because ye mamra ne koso ye adwuma nka nyesa
odi obe hu say ye no krempo sa ebe ye odi makoni abadie sa the end result is that MPP abaska ne anye. So what prevents You see, the person in charge of Yoko, he's or astute journalist like you, in the space has been there for about 2 decades. What do global awarding now? So he knows better, and he knows what to do to get results. Na yema sa minim so bia kan bibia kire say onye bibim fa PZ aya like na me kan no baby say mempe ayi abronya asem kra. But there is one thing, as you say, the omoya mama abronya nya adwuma in the corridors of MPP. Among of you say about either Yoko on or BNI yeva abronya because the bit may execute and we are going to pay them, and I said it so yeah
your country na yen MPP for yen this for no na just part my country na fa de mo pen am pesa mo
na ba ye maka e ba
yen bi ne yakai
no enti
yen can because it's a matter of concern enti na dia beto aye kan wasem
process menye lawyer but matis a lawyer for no case procedures are also equally important, just like the substance of the matter.
Yeah.
Procedures. Enti adenti na yempe asemo ne kwan so nti say de wo ka no say lawyer bi say na lawyer for ne say ye ni kwan bia
cut we are the chinipa e Ghana.
Fantastic. Enti any other na yemfa asomdue kwan no than this. If ye ni kwan bia so dia na emre bia nchekere say yenchi no e wo kwan we so a ade na yemfa asomdue kwan so, because many times we invite miracles no me no mienu yate
there be anti ho asem bia
enti senka omo kan asem ne boko no mo ne miracle din yesi fasika ne bra matete menim say accountant ba ko bi kro ka ho no say ono kra de o
payback wa sha see etua yen say payback wa sha see etua ka no
do enti say ye ne miracle so ko sa no no bo no e no no etua ya engi enyi esika ba sa no ya ye akoye MPP semi any NDC semi they say a free of mind is about be politics MPP NDC, and that is wrong. And only ya Ghana ha yesika bebre akọ cancer zeme yentimenye say sika we misi say no kre say a miracle craft fire skanaka because you bet you is how ye the entire miracle the issue no so issue ni say or ye spokesperson to the presidential candidate. Any attack on him by implication is an attack on the political party, and all the lawyers we have, all the lawyers, the big lawyers uchi na omoche no lawyers e paper attach them nyina uchi na all the lawyers dame attach they will come because enyamio is miracles our kasa e fane se ba umia na kasa eti adini take is political color na you get any result and no na aha o man to misra mo manye so civil in our process and say hwe me pani bi na ka so osra asem no ka no bokwa unya result o ka no the nini so abenya result that is it
usu umro woni mji so
jadi na ne won srenyi
I see
na bibia amfa so dwema and
yanko women's bank no so na yenhwe ho so kaka
me de e wi ase ye koi wa woni me ade na wi
na wi ne de minim
enkosi hwe
obi abomodin my vice president akosra the Ministry of Finance. Now the Minister of Finance akasi yetua 400 million Ghana cedis. The startup capital for the establishment of bank no. Osi enkosi.
Omutu ya mawai.
Omu dia to account mo.
Okay. Amiga samcho. Sa NDC foi minian mi omuti oteme nsani faso yi. Sa kroko de John nyoma bi se ya. Me se wo de owa. The next 6 months you better say the idea will maybe you say bank in the scene.
I was by the close of 2026.
No more.
On maybe.
Okay.
Launch beba nan say.
Me say basically no. Mommy, and no my launch here. Yentimi nka ho asem Ghana. Accra Kumasi Expressway na dan.
So mu ye, omu yi.
E wo hin.
Na so ja fogu ho.
Enam mura ni mu no. And you may share budget in more base in the mid year. Is it you are starting the second half of the year? I want to tell you, say this women's bank is not going anywhere. And the corruption in your mind, they better sadino. Mama will be a one and can other say, I mean, women's economy is the best. Say my dear boy will be a but omunti ayakika. Senka, your friend is saying the vice president now go and go once. The vice president has come, so let's find something and say. And I wako and I was a minister of finance and it can be no can be.
Until a whole Minister of Finance, a big general vice president name in the front of the camera, media, quote on unquote, said the all can.
Minister of Finance, the budget and no bear 3 hours, we didn't hold kind. Mummy said to do send album. And on your camera, on the parliament. And that's a serious thing, isn't it? Among more cameras in a capture. Mummy say, a mood do saying what's my. To the extent say, and ne, or ni agri minister, or ni minister, when you wake release of funds crying, including the education minister. A mood do saying, I read as a teacher, some gas on Befasing, or Mafasing. A quiet on gas on Bessing, media or my saying. What's the point? And I know and camera needs you. It is as someone in your dancing and who be near trap near the air dancing. And your man of Motimaki cannot say, come to my yard, can someone cabbaget? I see. But me, from where I said, I think they're one of the gimmicks, the political gimmicks. The vice president has come, and you can't just give any message. If be honest, or Maki can say where you're discussing. Meaning that they make an what you say. It means practically, I think that is not going anywhere. Or with me, fine. But because can you be brought to me?
Thank you, my main fan message. What message between the 0551599933 0551599933. Yan sabeka ni akenkan France Frim to ombebo third place ti the akwakosie no Spain ashomo mienu a mantimi ansima da braka ti say Spain a qualify a omokobo finals yame aduma kwesiada ti de ohonti mama la yama nzamno kan no. So that is it. So let me pick these few messages. Na afi memra na afi for the last topic emfa entwaso. Teacher Eric Ekiobi here sika womanso atreso. See, NDC members should note that whatever treatment they are doing against MPP members when power changes in 2028, MPP will also retaliate without any consideration. Mundi amano macha mumfa. Na monkai ho say obi any 50% plus 1 omienu no obi any ho 50% plus 1 that 7% na de dada soro no ye na yesesa ne ma no to mo de mo chairman na fa mo nchemfa we say okay, good evening boss, this is Osonoba Honorable Father Beidu from Ejumako Onwani senior. What the NDC, Yoko, BNI, and the security services are doing to the MPP right now won't be forgotten. When the MPP comes back to power, we will do even more. We will start from the polling station executive all the way to the top officials. So they should prepare. The second coming of the MPP will be different. NDC, BNI, and security agencies are targeting MPP today, but when MPP returns to power, we'll go further. From polling station executive to top officials, no one will be spared. Let them prepare for MPP's second coming. The treatment meted out to the MPP by the NDC, BNI, and that's how the Korean was true. So when they were repeating it twice. Into the ono ede abre enonom. We security. Tell the NDC they should continue, but also remember, back if power changes. What you see, Ahmed Ewokentampo and all the way abrayan teacher Kuchu Ewo Tepa Enyina Susu. I say this damage control and what many perceive as political persecution will not do the NDC any good. It appears there is a growing concern about the future. To many observers, it seems the NDC is trying to intimidate miracles into remaining silent, but Ghanaian voters are watching closely. History has shown that those who praise leaders today can be the same people who condemn them tomorrow. Leadership should be guided by fairness, accountability, and respect for different voices. Greetings to Asantumai Koka, GFK Honorable Eric Nana Ajimai, Prempe MP for Ahafua North, and also Edie Enunum. We, as a good evening, Cody, I'm watching you from Chassis. Please, what program did the NDC person, what does he teach in the school? Ask him for me. Cody, I'm crying for them because he knows nothing. Oh, why are you saying that? Don't bring that one in. As to what will happen, and as I say, and I will come or no idea or the abraying and so and no right. Okay, we say good evening, sir. Please tell those people dreaming that MPP will never come to power again and again. Okay, please tell those people dreaming that MPP will never come to power again and again. Godfred, and Odiwe Abre and say, Menkancha Mose NPP4 and MPP4 Mumba Power Bill. We see Kessben TV. Okay, thank you. We as a good evening, KOD. Please, are we serious as a country? A country called Ghana, Vacus from Techimentia. And Odiwe Abraying. We and so as a good evening, KOD. Maxwell from Esufwa. A time is coming when NDC will laugh at the wrong sides of their mouth. Please just mark my words. Okay, I marked it down. Maxwell so Edia Odi Abraying and so I don't know. We so say okay. Kuka has been arrested and detained by Yoko. Information coming in okay, and also the other Kuka, here Kuka, Santama Kuka, where Kuka back on our Western region. No, and so there or the right. So let's move on to our last topic. Na yenhwe eno ehu ensem na yenni enkomo. We're looking at the New Patriotic Party. You say aboa ne nam ho apaso na yenhwe. You see, NDC for Yambai, but NDC MP before Asha say at least over to a year 3 separate elections from the polling station and now almost to the constituency elections. Ninginano, there were issues in the elections. We first say normal because elections when you cry eba, but we are picking a first topic because MPP from 2024 in Hilie and a cracks we assign aba. We ask and say the Ekosui Ebedu region, Ako National, need the Ekeka home. With the cracks deepened, it deepened. What will be the fortunes of the New Patriotic Party in 2028? Doc, Mamisha say free because that's your party. Tina Misha say they free ho.
Edika me bo party in penny for abaso pa. And your man in the micro by me.
Sir.
Say ya two about say General Secretary the statistics in Crabbe
88.7% success, yeah.
And this 4 year be a jabetum, the Omobabe Kromu Habeshi.
For the attacker has out, so speak my
language. Why are you denigrating Polyfo, Mr. Don't say that. Me bacho the other man to us. Mr. My uncle, Doc.
Ya 2 year ba. MPP mo. I ye polling station abom. For the first time, MPP na mudi diagron. Medical doctors, lawyers, person be polling station executive.
But there are people who are complaining. Say, Matisse be so much chai because they weren't treated fairly.
You see. Just imagine.
Most of them don't know party.
Very true.
Yes.
What people do not understand is this. Say, oh, no, so room. KOD, me so me room. See, the room, me say me bof. Yeah, the me room, always say bof. Edi, why not? You will be go cry to a bar when ya no so the bof. But time is everything. Time is everything. Ya to ya ba nyanko pando. Say, baby critical. Mimi way ya to ya ba kama pantsima. And yes, see a review. Yes, I know, and many other places.
I don't see a soka in Junction Home we are more say,
Shashanti regional, Shashanti region. The way a party is it here. Now, to a baby, near say, nipa baby phobi. What's the big deal? Now, moment, yes, baby, a commute toa, ya pre. Na a breno, na hilly. So they say, now, Konya yam pre, there's an Akoyano Hunyakono.
And to move hilly.
Why not?
Okay.
Na yebeto
regional one neighbor.
I say beto.
Okay.
Eti na me say yen ya sha sentem yen penifo ni huni e no mama ya sha sentem ya to a polling station ya to a electoral area and ya to a constituency regional election here next month. Ya to no we ni akoto national e dey bi no benyaka. Na you see eti gen go to aba bia na ka bibia ye boko okay we uti na kromo wa hu bida. MPP aba ye say asem bia ma. Wa hu bida. Me aba bia makwa to be whether region or national assembly. But ye wi bibia kokoto mpanifo ye onim defo party ni mo a omoni nkofo betena se akasa. Bibia nsi mami o. Because one ye mfa ni hyem na one entena se na one be kana no to. also ha na ebu na eno kire me akono a party na yamp obi abeso join me bi yamfo nhemu na me constituency yonkofo bebre ho a 4 years ago yamfo mo nhemu enne omo no abehye mo na ebosi
okay
ene wonkofo bi omo so pese omo abehye mo anya mu ansha yaudie kakra ho but we keep telling them the next 4 years do no nya mu ne hye ya na ni age no nso bo nse bibi nti no nso frim na nso oba na wani age because obia ono wanye mu ansha no ya kakra beba ni it is a nipa no express ya na it doesn't mean say BBS. And I want to say MPP 24 ayade and in terms of clerical and administrative functions you need just include the idea because every moment no the caveat or the letter be about just to know give directions as to exactly what you are going to do once ya achieve yadi said 276 constituencies yetima to move over 240 plus
43
obviously anyade is that what somebody is saying? And I'm saying I said the get your call rounds got crazy akra. One thing you catch na yi Harry na kokai. Was it fake Thanksgiving? And no rounds got crazy no kra enya abatu. One nam chairman ayato abamano no say or call rounds catch you say mu wi ni obeba bontia bedas. Or call rounds got crazy no enya abatu no. One the Harry na kekai. And no so catch you say was it obozi Harry na and the other guy. Other guy no need Haruna want to reply on the man. So let's give time some time. Yeah, MPP day. You see the John Buya and the canasm. He who that is down needs fear no fall. He ain't that form.
I feel I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I'm Ponesa. Yeah, proper. When I tell on away when you're proper. Yes, she has. And you're sorry. And then it's anyway when you're proper. They should wait until our garment turns white. No more be who or may move.
Ometunga.
Omo na misu omo.
I know so omo.
When I say, asema any dance no twa hu bi na dia dance. Wo hwe General Mosquito die no ne de omo de ye no na de ono ko kikan ye na. Eje say abato ni jabetom. Omo abato no. Is it omo no mo to constituency elections so. Police station bro omo nye branch omo kana branch. Branch omo nye electoral omo nye omo to constituency and to region. And they think everything is fine. Messi afeni ebe nyansama beka kire mo. Omo be ko contest yi no afena ministers a omo wia nioma wo man mu no omo ande be breyame abeka kire mu abeka kire Ghana fo se contest bia mai dize omo bo mo afena obi betwa otuo a otie yi de obi a bia o ya onim so obi ahunu ye no omo de be breyame abeka ase otuo so be ko contest afena ho nsam beba na ye de ne aye se ye de ye hwase ne asori ne appropriate edo mu nso mu nye and me national executive regional executives my idea do mama sumdwe aba party we are not pretending baby ba kum yenu bi o ho adede o ho kakra but ensa hwe say if just akire agunan I mean yenua matete se onyakonwa na obedi and no feel say o protecting the interest na wo ba no si unya obedi na de no te so no mo ho ba ba so dey say eti dede ba kakra ba enje se BBS
okay
so and it's an baby bakum yenu miensa na akoko in the normal but right. The party has a hope and we think say we are on right track. Okay,
my member to ho Hassan Mako ima ho ima neutral.
So no ye wasem. And if am yima momunka.
And penifo se wo do anodo nra ya na bi ngo.
But it's not a wake up call to Moso because Yakubu Tony edu meeting nka say mo de mo se MP before ko na mo de ebe to mo no munim ma mentie mu
asa dunia simo eni agi because we winner as what they say the osu se sia no no otuatu a hye envelope na ekrofo bi de o mo sakọ kan abom no in their favor I be multiple osu no o mo ho asem na say asore no say nipa elections there whatever be the case I dey yen papa ko be winning obi should lose but you should lose on the fair grounds. All things being equal, you didn't share away a constitution more year Juma, Nasa will lose genuinely. But in a case where in Kofobi temper with the register, because it's some Kofobi dear and Kofo Mudin woman that I see with Din woman, yes, you call your so much Jabi Eddie Kofo Din Kukum said a beya, some Kofo about one drawer or about a Mayano. And then I see you know before campus, I did that hospital. In years gone by, MPP elections, constituency elections, very peaceful. But the constituency elections, because of my machinations, some way, so I say, so we be a general elections and a manifest. They say they are victorious until my winning, congratulate you. Why idea? But that will do 2028 elections, or more me peeved because you are moving free album. I hope number red card. We say, if you get on change, get your MPP for. More go through all these problems because of the top-down approach you see.
You got this.
Mr.
Patro, allow him. Yeah, remember time. If you have any rebuttals, you will do that.
So, years gone by, the other year on a bottom-up approach. Yes, just if you could near Yada could do flabber near you don't know, or be father for all, be a jargon. But a situation where you do a test of and now everybody is willing to obey a part of a friend inside the camp. And it's a one camp with the Quanti out. Consciously, go for message. I say, see, your mom, Dr. Baumia, that you do, can't call who be out. You be your free system. And you have forgotten. So soon, sir, democracy, yet the dominate, yet the dominate democracy. And tell the moment will be out when you're not expressing the free will. So I had a person to my back, ni person and a person within the chi. Now, like I see what you saw. Bantama, now maybe a year of Bantama press before. Unia a soldier from Maranti culture center. At the end of the day, yes, you didn't cry. Better 3 of them, yet you warm. And I assume general secretary or man nullifies resource. So, until no man echo costo for your own good, Mumma no man Munaho. So that's Munaho Bank of Ubia Batunaba. No munya is how much nations, no more. I'm one people fool. Me then come who idea say I can come and can to us, but and you're fine. You see, we need a formidable opposition party. A passer, young children, on bachelor dreaming, a man no moon day, a costro. But to see the more you are what it is going to be there. Wow. To say disintegration and what people know, or much about sex.
Is that open?
Yeah, me them the year. What I say, but in your son, Bible say what you know, but in a fatay. But then can say, yeah, mammy.
There's moon in Swans Racotier.
Branch elections, what? Branch elections. Yes, you're more popular. What will be? Nothing. Nationwide, though, and your baby for nationwide. What do you mean? Sad, a constituency elections, because regional, national, a book on say, yeah. Into Mundia, yeah, come as one more posa. Munche. The Ecos Pony, constituency pony, then the region, and the was also many what I say, Monkumay, because you're too home for Monfine, Mosita session back. Now, many Munia, we near Baconet, and I make some Monto no money. Munya, friends say, open elections, fair elections. No, the one will lose genuinely, the one will win genuinely. Or see the end you, Mate. See, suggestive numbers of Monfadia, higher. Because in Kashanti region, I am domain, I am strong wood. I had no one come on, Ubia right now, we are united. A Korea Bamu Nanka send the signal, look at the other regions. Oh, I shot a region and a paper your bahoro. But I help on a mukun. None other regions didn't do what they are. And see the master MP before. The Akuka Kono, the Nadi betray ye. And the party hierarchy structure and form 90 form. The secretary, the chairman. The organizer, more from 94. Mumma, you. Matisse Democracy agenda, a friend say, JFK cop, young pedal. Almost on your fit for purpose. What is this? What is this? And it will be how? What about my trust to cry my mom had ideas.
Mamma Musa say, almost to me a back stronger. I very concerned about NDC 2028. Several said now almost patch up the difference. Chairman Foko about Bonteka say is a unifier. Yati other almost pay chairmanship of the parties on person Omiyi almost 8 me put us together.
Maybe yes, scenario beyond. Yeah, I'm sure we to say the base UP. Set. I'm choosing the West carefully. Set. Sa Kumianui. It's me come who boom per year, the base and the UP. I bet yet 2028, one party bit must secure 50% plus one.
Base and then
UP.
And UP.
Yes, because what I'm hearing is that they want to merge.
Yeah. Oh, they are the plans. Plans
are far advanced. Some new person will merge. Some ye no more merge. I bet yet didn't say one party, Ghana, will secure 50% plus one. very, very difficult.
Sir.
Because both MPP and NDC, you need 50%.
But 2024 election, there was UP Afafanto, there were Cheddar, but moving by hooping 57%.
The base is so strong that we shouldn't underestimate the base.
And then the more we are strong.
What's that? Youth, they are promising the youth. So, Ombamu Jumaye.
Cheddar Kirby. Cheddar Kirby.
But this is a man who works in Japan.
Canada's only base.
Also, only the base. Only base. I see. So, they also, and she said, only part of them, I fear, for 2028. So,
NDC, MPP, will be in 50 plus 1.
The Ghana elections is such that who we know first term now, going into the second term, no, the percentage already win the first term, no, during the second term,
no crowd with the same candidate.
Yes, that's where they are also better. Okay, given that, that's the base in any side, you pin Shadamun also come home as a unified group, no mobile.
But time Gusutano Kotene de Frances Siam morning as if for me Obeda someone more in every part, but you still went ahead.
You heard the popularity of Canada Japan. You heard the UP. So just vis-a-vis Obeda Samoa and Gustando almost at the time. They were not.
Are you sure? Obi a presidential candidate, Obeda somewhat then a very strong steward of the NDC. Yes, the chairman of the NDC then.
I know. I think it was getting to the latter part. I was getting to the elections. I know more defective. I don't got your party. But now the base has had enough time. DUP has had enough time. The year mobilization, organization. So I say, given that, I can assure you, say, go forward to me and mobilize you the back 2028 elections in the month. A bad is one party bit may secure 50% plus 1.
All right.
That is
anyway. My brain mahona mintie the when your party and empty the other side of the analysis so that your party for the menu akasa. Mamiti on friends saying MPP4 whether they can keep that and as a cohesion of personal building, they can keep it and be united going forward with what is happening in the war. The elections are hold where consume.
Oh, medase Dr. Nyamiche Michiao na Wendy Michiano. I think say what has transpired our constituency level na our NPP muna is no new. Because several three exams, you know what I'm saying. Several three exams are pass mark no thing. I think say it's 50 and above. This will beat me 88.7%. It's a pass, a very big pass. So what I say, and see, for the records now, I think say, baby issues that's 27. How do we call it, constituencies? 4 no there, and not there. Yeah. Now and there no contest, but other 24 no, and I a friend saying. A friend say, "Mom, catch someone suspending." And see, say a ban on election there. I think say and can news be anymore because even as it stands now, the then elections in the NDC, they had 95%. I think 262. Yeah. Even as it stands now, there are disputes in other constituencies. In Ghana, the template that we've had so far, no, definitely, you 100%. Election success that, but so we do at a certain level and not the IRA coup. Maybe there, I want to do another analysis on the issues surrounding the very ones now are happening at dispute. Me, I just want to read the meanings. Okay. One, Emra call the can't flag bearership position, and I mean who said there will be that a friend is saying dispute and conflict among the electorate constituency now and in region happen because you have to know say out of 211,000 executive how do you call it the electorates now they were eligible to vote for flag bearership a move 56.6% and a two flag bearer that is 119 million no say ye won crophobia omunya 36,000 ebinumunya 20-something thousand. Sankrofon, you can equally say that they have base in the party.
Yeah.
Now, sebi. Obia o say onu no bedi wanim. So we near obey president the entire country obey head no. O say onu de o classify and say eno de onye a friend say leader emma the entire party. Mimi de memi nche dante ase papa. O say afa na obeto a for me meka say ehonom no once you've chosen a leader no that leader no so behwe say enkrofo na e wa ase no ebeye ono nso nkrofo
but ede ne to say ye abusua baako akonya na ato ne nyina nti ya wie na yenye leader are ne nyina yamba together
I also who say once sa leader no enya 50-something% no more maka nso wo no omunim say sa nkrofo na eba ne beto sa aba enti the person na onunya your friend is otoso second no otoso third that onim say o sizable friend is saying base and support no obehwe say obenya influence e was our constituency aba no se ne ebe ya say edu obiem na say yes akoto a ye betumi ato ama no enu nti na menim say sa problem ebeba ndu pa check incidents in the BCC incidents in the BCC no eye ba bia Sankrofon it is perceived say tama ye to a flag bearer ship no Sankrofon no o man sha down to ama flag bearer
okay
bio say hon mo for ne to ma flag bearer na nia opese or compete with the incumbent MP no onu free flag bearer na fa ena sa nipa ko no be competing or ye strong e form classical example Efija Pabre dear no ndu hwa Mavis in cancer say honom etuma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia but o check here e kamia ye say okatachi free fan or a strong e from one
okay
enti say wo ba betu obi a support say e friend saying flag bearer enye den enye mrema and clearly o hwe ya ye say according to nearby the steering committee issue say yen suspended sa election who ye no free one mo nipa ko no e court e san konya injunction the basis ne say enkrofo a e wo say omudimba register no no omudini register ni bebredini register ni and omoto ye they went ahead based on even sa information when they went ahead and Ghana have say we've had a lot of incidents SCR injunction about yato abana at the end of the day are valid enti mpanifo say one kasa otru ho a eyi bone enti minyina ment now e ma yemfa me sekan enwa nanka and that actually erupted in that issue me I know say nka ahemfo nka they don't meddle in politics but o check communicate na ba ye na MP no ne papa ene be gina mu ni papa yo hene agrek nzima onu na be gina mu dey police for no and ade no say
o protected ba
na o protect ya emra no esesen e wo say chire kan no kra wo de o hwe ne a untumi mu koye ya ade no wadi bone a say o ka chance wadi bone
na ne bande so nyehwe ne bande de no ye
uni ayuntumi mu ko na o de bone che ne ade de bi ya nya ade ne sa
I say di komunya ne sa
mun kan no kra ne chire downfo kan no kra ne chire downfo
say
ade no
have near draw the line because me ba energy na ye
ne ba gina
anti me black energy
na wo ye I mean yes o mu na compile list
ohane hoy
oni your papa
that is that's the information okay.
Meanwhile,
it is allegations. Let's put it that way. And I know you come based on allegation and make conclusions as well.
Media me share analysis now. I'm not saying that the fine mind, the fine gentleman that they elected as a flag bearer is not good. But can who say ope say amanfo nyina who say you've won it squarely. Start right from the base. Let the constituency move. Let the regional move. The national move. And then the final one will be the flag bearer.
Some of the explanation by
and on there is left to them.
But what you no.
Maybe the enemy and a creative all these incidents. I believe, say, there are no, any big problem. But Emra, almost 2 way now, a year flag bearer, and majority, overwhelming majority, no, said those incidents will happen. Okay. And send your mama incident, we share a same one more problem, you see, while when it's here, there will be our contest, as and watch it. Our Bantman. We share sense watch it, Baumi and Nipa. But Nipa corners will be contest, no, strong. Let's give time a time. Okay. And no tina ema hono chaos ede esi no nti me hu ne say the analysis and the thinking that I see is say two things omo na omo support the flag bearer no e will see two sankrofo because future is unknown. So we check Ghana your dynamics now. I think say political parties normally 8 years nti maybe there can be a likelihood say be a flag bearer no when we need the next election. So when we need next election, obe say obe san yeden atwa so nti e ba ne san na e was say making sure say the base no right.
Okay.
I don't think say any politician at that level obe say the base no ebe wrong and as chaos as yemfa ne say near esi no into be protected. That I see say is happening again. KOD say offer election in Nana. One thing me huni say it will happen in the general election. I say whether we like it or not, MPP will appreciate in votes because the template has always been there.
Okay.
If you check the nominal figures, it was 2024 election now. NDC won by 6.3 million, which of course I'll check it 2020 election now. When they lost, it was 6.2 million. Okay. MPP in 2020 had excess of 6.7 million. So check it a year 2024 now. It was 4.8 million. Indeed, it means all things being equal. Same pono say almost 6 point something. No, it be a sote krana. In terms of percentage, they are going to appreciate. Okay. And that I see happening. Okay. But as to date winning it, I think the template has always been there. 8 years, 8 years now.
8 years, but the other dynamics.
The dynamics. I don't think I know. But we check here. The MPP will appreciate. That one is a fact that no one can cover.
As to winning or not.
As to winning or not, and they will leave that question for the gods.
All right.
On the whole, MPP. They've done well, but all these ones, senior Yekan, is better said they get the elders to make sure say they mitigate all those fashions, no, and bring people on board because in some all
right. Thank you very much. I'm making a last set of messages now. Say, this one says, Mr. Host, NDC. Don't have anything good for Ghana. They promised 24-hour economy and not small chicken, also not Osekweku Sunyane and Oduwe Abraying. And then good evening, my boss. When MPP was in power, was Yoko working? If yes, how was it carried out? Ghana is so funny. Moro from Achim Afusu. Long live Ghana. Oh no, so the other brand, no. Well, it's a good evening, boss. He said, Beidu, okay, Beidu, Ewo, Ejumako, Enyan, sense. Okay, I think this one has been read already. Thank you very much. Beidu, message on Makai, Odi Abadada, Ama Makai. So thank you very much for that message as well. We say this country has no future because we don't have even one truthful person who can advise the people in government to do the right thing. Kwame, Ewo Takwa, and Oduwe Abraham. These MPPs are funny. Are they dreaming? What 2028 are they talking about? MPP will be in opposition for 40 years. They don't have shame. Look at how they are talking as if they have been in opposition for 20 years. What's healing? Okay? Young guy with lies. Cry your own cry. MPP is Ghana's problem. MPP never again in Ghana. Okay, the message of the ban. KOD, please tell the NDC man to think about what will happen to them when the elephant comes back. They will call for help and nobody will hear. Nana Awusu Nyane Ena Odiwe Abraying. Please, KOD, Yoko should continue their good works, and the future will be determined from Adasa and Kroma Akenting for region. And Odiwe and so Abraying and Ne Anopay. We see I'm not sure I can read all of them, so let me pick a few of them. We say, okay, please tell them the country doesn't belong to them. If you pay 400 cedis, it's just deposit, not for disbursement. Remember the Maslock and Sedina Tamaklo, okay, or boy and Kaye, yeah, that's same. We say MPP never again, and also Edianono. We say, please tell the NDC man that they should give us a break. We Ghanaians know then with their Yabins, okay, Yobins, okay, and also Edian. Good evening, Cody. What NDC is doing today is just a trap for them tomorrow. They shouldn't cry and talk otherwise when power changes. Isaac Dria Ewo Asante Achem Agogo and Odiwe Abrayem. Fulfill the promise now and stop hunting Dr. Baumia's guys. Good evening to you all. From Nana Ado, Akokwamon, okay, and Akokwamon, okay, Akokwamon, okay. From Seidu, Asiedu driver, Ake Onipa Timu Kade. Adankrono. So shame onto NDC. Where is the money for the cocoa farmers? Okay, and also Edia Obusa and Ricky from Nzema, please let the NDC compare his vice to MPP's vice for this 1.5 years. I need answers now. But you can't change the course of my program. Anyway, thank you very much. We see development. Please, the establishment of Women's Development Bank is good, but it's not going to be like the Nkokon Ketenkete, which was given to only NDC card bearer. Ghana, God help us. Say Jack Ewon Kranza Bono, East Region, and Odiwe Abrayeng. God bless. And so Ewo Abonsuaso, or say NDC should stop intimidating people and provide teachers job in schools. No, so dear or debre and then you no. Please ask the MPP man, where was he when Chachu was arrested in the church room? Okay. Good evening, KOD. He said NDC should be watching out for the MPP in 2028, so they should keep on arresting the NPP communicators. Times change. And I'm pleading for those in Kumawu constituency, especially those in Brongwam, they should bring a serious candidate to contest Titimura from teacher Etua Hene Abotanso and Odiwe Abrayeng. On all the confusions about the so upon all the confusion about the MPP election, still inshallah, we will come back together and win 2028 election. Kalala, Mankasim, and also Eddie Efri Abba. I can't read all of them. I have over 1,001 of them here, and I'm not sure. Say it to me. Where's a good evening, boss? Please, I just constituency election was peaceful. 2028 for Baumia Abuaji Hayford from Jesu. I just on the Omokonoma from Huagenada. And right, me wrap up. Frank, Mamisha seven free. Okay, Mamisha seven free doctor.
Mr. Mamen correct here, DB. Now, or can they set top down, then there. For the first time, results are sad with the brain. In fact, Omunkai. What do you mean? Nankayen constituency elections. And again to presidential layina. Anka interest or mube show this way.
Jena mama come background.
And I said, ye new presidential candidates in 1 year constituency elect. Even police station, ye two police station. But what is a presidential candidate? Be say, mato police station forms. One about toy. But thank you, year. And Kabet is my for police station, where's my for yang. And Gabon, I feel and confer ye best sponsor. but way the best be any series will be amfa a ibia and you be a minia a boat in Sukan about yes or he has some okay you see oh dear yes be brain now we need factor you may get it wrong so especially no can say or more man supported the presidential candidate you know you more film adwuma ben man ama Brian adwuma nya hana na me go ba me constituency me Brian adwuma me we ne ye women's organizer or Brian
target no baby fa baby putting a point because and Brian is back for saying Aduchum is supporting who else Kwabena engineer Kwabena Japan support to baby omo target no omo ko di your friend is saying Kennedy Japan
it's never true.
I spoke with some constituency friends and delegates. Some say I've planned on my fan. I'm going to chem 50-50. And I'm going to chem.
No. Me say it's never true. Sir. What we say, one thing people do not know is that yeah campaign. We say Asante Regina and eventually Baumia win here. So they say, and the Koba say yeah de bebre no. A Koba say polling station for no. You maintaining at the phone woman. Forgetting say Baumia winning. The Baumia that's who obey. This is police station for it more. And yes, will be by so by campaign no. Police station for no. So no over here campaign tia Baumia. And majority of these police station executives they were maintained.
Okay.
And you know, sad played a role not because a penny be free throw. Me the Baumia folks. Some of them supported me with even funds. Supported my campaign with funds. Minimum said I make an audience here. And yes, obi Bobia mafia by sense automatically no. Executive unity as say, oh, you maintaining at the phone came. Na Baumia eventually prevailed as the winner. No. Or when the base war, and the contest no. So we need strong a you lose. What does I say? Me, I won my contest because Nyanko Pondom. Kakra. Bread, me bread kakra. But say delegate, and I'm say delegates in Angaza. Sad no Kayena Kebet Makwati, but the delegates are very discerning.
All right.
Omun himself man supported Dr. Baumia in the last bid. But Omun himself Simon can do the work.
Okay.
The same thing like me women's organize, the same thing like my youth organize. Omunina we near. Meanwhile, the last we all didn't support Dr. Baumia. Right. But Omun himself, Jumanuna bit my they will vote for you.
But that's it. France, Mammy too.
Almost supported Brian Rock of Japan and Rechum Yanano. Womuna, Baumia so much as I have for the time. So what I did, but Baumian for those people were just brought in to the reduce the impact of Canadian Japan. As simple as that. Obia Bahaya Bissicasi. Oh, Minia, number 3. Mammy call women's development background and international because they say you want to
say somewhat. Maybe a person time.
More than phone, maybe border here. Women's development back. Me sure say Ghana for inhabitants say banner banner. Have a boy, my memo, you know, ma. Our ma person me your much more, and I saw me your much more yam, why dear be a and I'm more person must start your Majumancas. I have some debt, you know, never bought finance minister about so or the OCA, IOYO. Now, ever pass open 2026, ending of this 2026, you say, you know, ever as a Hiana, Yama, pressure be also a corner, establishing a boy the economy of Ghana at large. Medasi, all right, actually, be our
Medasi, I think say, Meka say, Yoko. And other agencies, investigative bodies, they should do their work professionally.
Okay.
Again, women's bank, impacts are. I was say a bason. Last one. MPP. Say Obeka say a ye say any. Yet the catch them say still there are cracks. Make sure that cracks you close the gap. Send a bear move my formidable force. On that note, now me chia or more share a phone now.
All right.
na mede nkyia nso ɛma
na wo ga Haruna ni
wo de sɛ me ame de me
on ordinance ade wo na wo direct
na me chia omo a omo hwɛ yɛ anadwo yi Felicia ma brewa Boche Ludmilla omo nyina me chia omo.
Thank you very much. Yadi enedie no ebesi. And then, God willing, next week, you will sign Abamunchain at another program, Ebe Bremo. Meeting at the KWABENA OWUSU DANKWAH. Oti Emmanuel Okaimbo Twinkan or lecturer, our Usted, Oti Frank Otue Champon or a lecturer of Spiritan University, a science communicator at the National Democratic Congress, Oti Dr. Simon Boating or a lecturer our Usted, or sign a deputy secretary, still maintain a constituency near here. Atuman will be south, or no so or Tininka. Malamia and a shade with the together with the other technical team, Mubed Num, any Godfred Num, or Mom Kahunum Boya, Yadijumedian Bueno. We say thank you for watching us. Mom, the message is by Yentimi and Kanya Mofanche. You can say kind of, we can read all of them. God willing, we meet again. Bye-bye.